Anyway. Amazing. Okay. All right. Cool. Well, shall we do it? Shall we get started? I think we should because it's now noon and we got about an hour left. So let's see what happens. We got to do this unboxing. Is everyone ready for the special unboxing? All right, so first off, just so you know, it's Grand Theft Auto 6. All right, I got Rockstar to cut me a break. They sent it to me really early, and so I don't even know. This is like the prototype of the collector's edition. I don't know how much we're going to like it, but it's going to be really cool when we play the game today. Yeah, right. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to do a special collector's edition unboxing, and this is a game that earlier this year when we were looking at games on Steam and we were watching game trailers and the like, someone had suggested it, and I watched the, the trailer announcement for it, and I was like, oh, that looks pretty good. Like, that looks pretty unique and interesting. And I think I wishlisted and everything, but I don't know what happened. I don't know if I just got too busy or maybe it released during a time frame when I was doing a bunch of other stuff. I honestly don't know. But, this is what happens, that sometimes time gets away from you. And basically, you get to a point where, like, oh, man, I remembered about that game, but I didn't play it. It sucks. I probably would have. It sounds like it's right up my alley or whatever. So I didn't actually play it at all. And then all of a sudden, about a month ago, the game developer themselves reached out to me and said, hey, we noticed that you were interested in our game earlier in the year. You didn't play it. Well, we got a DLC coming out soon. What we'd like to do is send you the collector's edition of our game so you could do a live unboxing on your streams and enjoy it. We'll send you the game code. You could play the game on your streams, and hopefully you'll like it. But the agreement here is that this is not a paid advertisement campaign whatsoever. I want to make that clear. I'm receiving no compensation whatsoever for doing this today, besides just getting the collector's edition of the game. And I did receive a promotional copy of the game, a game code via Steam to play the game. But they told me outright, you can say whatever you want. You can say you love the game, you hate the game. It's totally your opinion, and you do not have to sugarcoat it. The only thing that they did tell me was if I was going to play the game before the release date of the DLC, there was like an embargo, don't release the DLC content before it was officially out, like publicly. And I was like, don't worry about that. I'm not going to play it right away anyway. And then sadly what happened was this collector's edition got lost in shipping. This was mailed December 1st. Guys, it's December 21st. I only just got it a few days ago. So this was stuck in shipping for a while and finally was found again and then delivered. By the time it got delivered, no exaggeration, the DLC's already out. Like, everything already happened. So it kind of sucks because maybe if I had gotten this the week or two ago I was supposed to get it, it might have helped them with a little bit of exposure for their game. But now, quite frankly, I don't think it will, just to be honest here. I mean, if you guys watch me unbox it, you like me playing the game today, by all means, check out the game. I'm glad that at least I get to give it some exposure for the little bit of audience that I have, but it really does suck that the freaking shipping of this item delayed it so much that now we're kind of like not timed properly, which is what their intention was. So to be clear here, this is nothing to do with the company that makes the game. They did a good job. They contacted me way ahead of time. They wanted to get it to me right away. It was the shipping company that botched the whole thing. All right? Got to make that clear. You don't get mad at the wrong people here because, it's the holiday season. I think we should be like, hey, I'm happy that I even got it at all. It's kind of cool that this company offered me this opportunity, right? Okay, so 2 shout-outs. We have Roaching Nubs. What the heck that means? With a $2 super chat, are you going to play Code Vein? Will your wife let you play it? I can play whatever I want. And no, I'm not playing Code Vein because we did play the beta and no one liked it. So why would I play it? If I played the beta and everyone hated it and said this is boring and no one showed up for it, why would I play the final game? And by the way, Code Vein is ancient. So what are you even talking about? The Waller did a 20 crone super chat and says, thank you for an amazing show. Greetings from Sweden. Good to have you here, Waller. Let's take a look at that conversion rate because I always forget. So that was 20. So that is $2.16. Thank you so much to the Waller for the super chat there. Appreciate that. Okay. All right, folks. I think it's time to stop building the suspense, right? I think the time is upon us to reveal the mystery game. Let me give myself some space here to unbox this thing. Let me roll back a little bit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. Ready? This is it. Yeah, it's pretty darn big. To be frank, it's not very heavy, but it is pretty darn big. And I'm excited to check out what's inside. I think it's time to open it up, this puppy, and see what's in it, don't you think? All right, let's go. Again, for the record, I have no idea what's in here. Like, literally, I don't know what's in this collector's edition at all. I didn't look it up. Okay. Whoa. Oh, man. Huge. Holy moly. Okay. Whoa. Well, it's a box within a box, boxception. You ready for this? Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon Collector's Edition from Questline and Awaken Realms. I don't know what's in this. So we're going to find out. What is it? It must be a statue or something, right? And if it's in this huge box, it's got to be. Okay. Well, I'm very happy to have the new studio set up and the new set. I have room to do this. Previous, I had no room at all. I was so cramped and I had no room for anything. So, all right. Let's see. Does it even say? No. It actually doesn't say what's on it. Like, what's in it? Like, look. Looking around. It doesn't show anything. It's nice art, though. Look at that. Nice, like, backdrop there. Okay, well, let's get to it. Let's see what's in here. Here we go. I got my trash can right next to me now. So, okay. Oh, it's a nice textured box, too. It's not like smooth, cheap cardboard. It's actually like, you know, that texture to it. It's nice. I think it just slides open. So let me put it on the floor and see if the lid comes off. Let gravity do the work here. Come on. Oh, it's being a pain. Come on. Okay. Oh, no. Oh. That took a while. Look how deep the box was. It took forever because the slipcase, you know, it slips on off the top. So it wouldn't come off the top. It was stuck at like that vacuum effect in there. All right. Okay, so right on top there's something. I don't know what this is. It's in like a bubble wrap. What is this? I have no idea what this is. It's like a metal plate. It is, listen. Metal. Got a 3M magnet on the back, so it's magnetic. Surface preparation. Ensure the surfaces to which the tape will be applied are clean. Measuring. Measure how much tape you need. Press the tape adhering to the second surface. Adhesive curing. Huh? So it's a giant metal plate that I guess you could like attach to something with the magnet that it came with. I mean, the art is nice. I like that artwork, obviously. It's kind of a matte finish to it as well. So I do kind of like the art. I don't know what I would put this on. Someone's gonna put it right on the fridge. Well, the thing is, it's a magnet, and it's like, your walls aren't magnetic, right? So how would you stick this on a wall with that? I don't know. But it is, look, it snaps right to it because it's magnetic. So, there you go. All right. Well, there you have it. That's the first piece in there. Let's see what else is in there. Okay. Little book here. Is that the actual Tainted Grail, actually? Maybe that's the Tainted Grail. I don't know the lore of the game. Okay. The sticker on the back of the magnet can actually be stuck to your wall. Oh, so you put the magnet on the wall, and you stick the magnetic art to the magnet. Oh, okay. What's up, Jade? Good morning. Good to see you. All right, so here we are. I'm assuming this is going to be like an art book. Oh, no, it's like a journal. It actually is a journal of, like, all art from the game, I'm assuming. Yeah, look. But it's weird. It looks like there should be, like, notes written in here. Maybe there are. Maybe over the course of the game, like, you actually find these locations, and in the game, this is populated with, like, art, like, notes and stuff. But maybe for the purposes of the collector's edition, it's just the art and none of the written stuff. I mean, let's be honest. If it had all the notes from the game, it would spoil the entire game, right? It's kind of cool. Apparently, I just got a pop-up notice that made a noise. I don't know what it was. Did you hear that? What the hell was that? I don't even know what that was. You did hear that, right? There was a pop-up went diddling. I don't see, as long as I'm still recording and streaming, I'm just going to keep going. I don't see what the hell that was. I'm looking all over. I don't see anything, so I guess we'll just keep going. You guys didn't hear it? I heard a diddling sound, which is the sound that's like a pop-up on Windows, but I don't see anything popped up. So I'm just going to ignore it. Okay. Switch cameras? You want me to switch cameras? Pressing the wrong buttons. Looks pretty nice, huh? Want to see a little bit up close? I won't show you all of it, but this is kind of what's in the journal. Again, it kind of looks like the journal from in-game where you'd be populating it with notes and stuff. Pretty cool. Pretty good art. So there you go. The music stopped, did it? Oh, I don't have the music set up on the screen. That's why. Oh, wait a minute. I don't have the music set up on the screen. I wasn't aware of that. Oh, crap. Let me add it right now. I had no idea that I didn't have the music set up. Did that mean that for DSP Tries It, the music didn't play last week? Oh, crap. I did not realize that. There we go. Yeah, so apparently last week when I did DSP Tries It, it didn't play the music. I didn't even know that. Well, I'm glad you guys called that out. Okay. Looks like we got a bunch of stuff here. We've got... Here's all sticking up. We've got Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon art book. Pretty cool. We'll check that out in a second. And we've also got the steel case, although it's funny because the game doesn't have a CD. They give you a steelbook case, even though there's no CD for the game. In fact, there's not even a spot to put a CD in there. It's two empty sides with no way you could actually put a CD in there. That's pretty funny, actually. Okay. And then, all right, so what's it? Let's take a look at the art book quick, right? Plastic here. We can get it open. Yeah, the new state of physical media. Buy the collector's edition, get an empty book with nothing in it at all. An empty steelbook. Not even a spot for a CD to pretend like there should be a game in there. Sheesh. But again, I think this is what everyone's going to do in the future. Like I said, this is it, the end of physical media, seriously. Like, we're just at the point now where every game will be digital forever. And if you want anything physical, you have to buy the collector's edition. And even then, they're just going to give you a code, you know? Like, likely what would have happened is, this is probably the promotional collector's edition that they send out to creators like me. But they already sent me the code separate. I already have the code, so the game's already installed. But, like, if you bought this, maybe the code would have been in this steelbook. And that's what would have been in there, the code to put into Steam or whatever. Okay, so here we are. Let's take a look at some of the art. Glossy pages, so kind of hard to do this with the key lighting. Oh, this is definitely... You know what? Hold on. Since we're doing Tainted Grail, here's what we're going to do. We're going to change the music to fit the topic. Ready? I hit the wrong one. Here we go. There we go. So, I just set it to dark music. This is supposed to be the dark music playlist. So let's see how this sounds now, okay? Dark music. for Tainted Grail. Yes. Here we go. All the concept art for certain characters. Pretty cool. So I'm just giving you a few ideas. Obviously, you can get this yourself. If you get the collector's edition, you'll get all the art. I mean, it's a pretty big book. Lots of concept art here. Okay? So, even items in the game. Look, they have the concept art of, like, items in the game. Pretty cool. Okay. So, Tainted Grail, that's the art book, and that is the Steelbook case. Shout out to Jasper the Kitty for a $5 Canadian super chat. That's the equivalent of about $3 American. So thank you for that. Appreciate that. Okay. All right, continuing on. Let's see what else is actually over here in here. All right, let's see what else is in the collector's edition. So, bunch of foam. So what is this? This is something. I'm not sure. See what it is. It's in the bag. Is it also a magnet? It's a magnet. And it says, Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon. Look at that. It's pretty cool. It's heavy, though. It's a heavy metal magnet. So to warn you, make sure that you have a lot of metal to stick it on. It does have a magnet on the backside. That's pretty cool. I guess that would go on your fridge. I don't know what else that would go on. What else magnetic would you have to stick that on? I don't know. You know, what other hunk of metal do you have in your house? Probably your refrigerator, right? All right. Whoa, what is this? Is this like a mouse pad? This looks huge, though. Is this like a giant desk-length mouse pad? Let me take a look at this. Like I got a Dead Sea Scroll here or something. Yeah, look at this. Oh my god. Yo, look how long it is. This is going to be like longer than my desk. Is this the actual map of the game? I think it is. Look. That's pretty long. Honestly, that's pretty cool. I might use it over here. I might set it up right now on my desk. It's a little bit longer than the Logitech one I'm using. So I might actually use it on this side of the desk for my desk mat. Cool. Because it is a mouse pad. It's that rubberized texture that you would use as a mouse pad, but it's extra long. It's pretty darn cool. In fact, how about I set it up right now? Right? That'd be neat. Let's just get this stuff out of the way. One second here. Okay. Move the Logitech out of the way and put down Tainted Grail. Nice. Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon. Looks pretty cool. A nice world map mouse pad. I never knew there was a world map mouse pad that existed. Well, now I know. All right. Here we are. Well, now I got a spare Logitech mouse pad. I wasn't expecting that. Okay. Nice. Just got to get it to flatten out. But, that's pretty cool. Nice. I got room here to put my phone and everything nicely down on the pad because previously the pad wasn't long enough, but now the phone can sit on the pad there. That's good. Cool. All right. Well, now I guess I'll wrap up my Logitech. You have to use it later. People say, can we see? Well, I guess I could try to aim the camera. Sure. Hold on. I will show you. Now I got a spare Logitech pad here. Hold on. So let me whip out my handy dandy camera control. Whoa. I don't know why I just did that because I didn't want it to. Whoa. Ah, see, this is the face cam setting. Okay. So what I can do... There you go, look. There it is. Fits perfectly on my desk here. Pretty nice, huh? Pretty nice pad. It fits the entire length of my desk. And it's nice and comfy. I just gotta get it flat and it's like bubbling up here, but that's because it's been in packaging. But that's nice. Look, pretty good setup. Now, and if I'm hungry, I got food. I got a nice artwork here underneath my stuff. It's the perfect size. It fits. It's actually longer than the Logitech one was. You know, my phone could fit there. Everything's fitting nicely. It's good stuff. Cool. All right. Well, I like that. Oh, okay. Back to the unboxing, right? Let's see what else we've got over here. There's more. There's lots more, actually. Hold on. Okay. So now... Oh, wait. There's something else down here. There's a loose thing before we get to the thing. Here, what's this? Something else is loose. It looks like a coin or a medallion. It's in a little bag. So I'm not exactly sure what it is. Like a coin or a medallion or something. Hold on. Let's take a look at it together. It's in a little zip bag, so we can open it here. Or not zip bag, but a, you know, a plastic bag. What is that? I'm trying to get the camera to focus. It's not. The camera will not focus on this thing. It's too small. That's why, I think. Oh, there we go. Now, see, as I get closer, it loses focus. It's a skull. I wonder if it's supposed to be currency of the game, perhaps? Because on one side, there's a Grail. See that? And on the other side, there's a skull. So I think that's what it is. It might be the currency of the game. Perhaps. Or maybe it's a part of the lore. Like, remember, Fallout New Vegas, there's the chip. And you don't know what the significance of the chip is that came in the collector's edition until you play the game. And you find out the chip is like the key to everything at the end of the game. So maybe this has some significance, maybe not. There you go. Okay. That's cool. All right. That's true. Someone just said if you need to flip a coin for anything, you're right. I could use this as a way to flip a coin to determine heads or tails. You're absolutely right. So maybe I will save this, and we can use it on stream for stuff. There you go. And the heads would be the skull, the tails would be the Grail. Cool. I like that idea. Maybe I'll put it over here. All right. Okay. All right. Now it's time for the real deal. This is obviously the reason why most people would have bought this collector's edition. They're not getting it for the art book. They're not getting it for the steel case. They're getting it for whatever crazy figurine it comes with. And this looks pretty crazy. Let's open this up and see what this is, okay? Okay. I will say this. It is very appreciated that it's all in one piece. Because I've gotten collector's editions back in the day where all the things were separate and you had to put it together, and that's a pain. You just want it to be all in one piece, and that is 100% all in one piece. That's pretty badass. So whoever this is, standing on top of a pile of bodies, spears and things sticking out in every direction, a pretty badass looking sword covered in blood. He's even holding a dead body next to him, right here. And, got this cool, like, standard hanging behind him, flowing, okay? See what's on the back, anything? Yeah, the back of the standard, of course. It actually has texture to it there. Look at that. It actually isn't just, like, flat. It actually has, like, a texture on the standard to simulate cloth, which is kind of cool. It's not super heavy or anything, but it seems to be of pretty good quality. It's made of plastic, for the record. Some of these, they try to go for, like, harder materials, but then they break in transit. I know, personally, I used to buy these statues all the time. Back in the day, over a decade ago, I had a big collection of these things. And honestly, for a game, I probably would prefer this to be plastic. Makes it more durable. Because if it were like that, what is it? Like, not plaster, but whatever they make statues of, they get brittle. And then they end up breaking. This is probably going to be a little bit more Durable. Anything on the bottom? Nope. Nothing on the bottom at all. So they're not numbered, right? I don't think these collector's editions are numbered. Back in the day, a lot of the times they would actually number them. But this is not numbered. But it's a pretty badass figure. Okay? I want to show you up close. Pretty cool. Here, I'll get nice and close so you can see it in detail. Look at this guy. I like the colors. So it's kind of almost like an aqua color to his armor. But it's a contrast with the red, like the crimson banners. Look at all the bodies he's standing on. Oh. Pretty cool. Now the music is fitting. The dark music is fitting this unboxing. There you go. All right, so that's pretty neat, huh? So, again, this is Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon, Collector's Edition. Now, I didn't look it up. Did anyone actually look it up to say what the value of this Collector's Edition is? I have no idea what this was sold for. This was a special promotional one that was sent to me by the game developer, who is, who was it? It's Awakened Realms, I believe, is the name of one of them, but there's another name, too. There's, like, 2 names on the thing. I don't remember what the name of the other half of the company is. But very nice of them. I want to say thank you for reaching out. Thank you for sending me this collector's edition. It's nice. And honestly, wait, what? It's number 23. It's on the back? What do you mean? On the back of what? RGB Kings, what are you talking about? You said you saw a number? I didn't see a number anywhere on here. Normally it's on the bottom, but there's no number on the bottom. Usually that's where they would put it on this thing. So anyway, so I like it. All right, I think it's a cool collector's edition, and this would be, I mean, this would be something nice for the background 1 month, huh? It really would be. Like, I put it next to my screen here. It could look really good in my background, perhaps.